Alright, so there's somebody to talk to here. A cat? No idea, sorry. Ah, okay. The signposts are the equivalent of the crystals. Okay, now we got our weapons out so we can fight. Oh, should've. Wasn't paying enough attention, needed to dodge there. Level up, alright. What is this? Hey, cat. Alright, now let's see what CJ's technique for trying to catch a cat is. Small, white, fluffy, cute. Yep, you must be Yum Yum. Ahem. Yum Yum. Psst, 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 psst. Who's a good kitty, eh? That's actually a good start. But you're approaching it too directly. Cats don't want you to approach them directly. Nothing to be afraid of. Please don't run away. Oh, wow. Okay. CJ's technique is to keep it calm until you're close enough to jump in and grab it by the scruff. Fair enough. Not a bad technique. Catching cats is always difficult. Meow. What's a little angel like you doing in a place like this? Let's get you back to your family, shall we? I'm back, and look who I found. Meow. Yum Yum! Aw. I was so worried about you, dummy. Got her some slack, yeah. She had a bit of a scare and ran off into the woods, that's all. A scare? Oh no, I'm sorry, Yum Yum. At least you're not hurt. Don't go wandering off no more, okay? Thank you so much, CJ. As promised, here's my stamp. Why, thank you. And done. One stamp down. Plenty more to go. Say, Priya, you don't happen to know anyone else who might need some help, do you? Sure do. Really? Who's next then? My dad. Our house got all messed up in that big earthquake 3 months ago. Or that big quake 3 months ago. Dad's been trying to fix it, but he never has enough wood. You think you could help him, CJ? Of course, leave it to me. Gotta fill up this stamp card so I can get my explorer's license, you see? Can't expect it to stamp itself, can I? You're the best, CJ. And a lot of this, from my understanding, ties into the fact that your actions through the course of this game will help rebuild the town. And then that data, much like in the Suicune games where you could transfer data from one game to the next, I think you'll be able to transfer data from this into Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes when it comes out. I could be wrong about that, though. I'd have to go actually look at some of the update stuff that I've been avoiding. So, where's your dad anyway? We live just over there in the residential district. Alright, cool. That'll open that up for me. Got it. Bye for now, Priya. Bye-bye. Alright. We have a stamp. Our first one. Stamp received. 50 XP obtained. As your party accumulates experience, their level and stats will increase. Experience is gained by completing quests and defeating enemies inside dungeons. Achievement unlocked. Plenty more to go. Alright. Gotta achieve. Main quest 2. Repair my broken house. You can now go from plaza to residential district. Alright. Well, real quick before we head back out, let's see if there's anyone in the immediate area. Lifelong residents of New Nevea have their homes in this part of town. Acting Mayor Isha also calls this place home. That's probably him right there. Excuse me, don't suppose you're Priya's dad, are you? I am, and who might you be? Another adventurer looking for treasure? Yep, I'm CJ. Nice to meet you. I'm Ganesh. How exactly do you know my Priya then? We just met in the plaza. I helped her track down Yum Yum. Is that so? Very kind of you. So what brings you here to me? Priya said you'd been having some trouble rebuilding your home after that big quake. Thought I'd come by and lend a hand. I see. And suppose you're collecting stamps then? Yep, I've only got one for now, so if there's anything you need help with, I'm your girl. I suppose, can't talk. I suppose I do have a small job you could take care of. You do? Why not? Acting Mayor's got the right idea as far as you adventurers go. If you're willing to work, who am I to turn you away? Right. So what's the job? I need you to gather some wood for the repairs on my house. You'll have to venture out to the great forest outside the town. That's all? No problem. I'd go myself, but since the excavation, I've heard all sorts of creatures have been seen in the woods. True. Everyone here is far too scared to venture down and see for themselves. I had no idea the ring bearers had caused so much trouble. Oh, you'll be needing an axe then, unless you plan on talking the trees into coming down. Here, take this old one. Thanks, I'll be back in a bit. Take care. Axe level 1 received. This item, you can cut down trees in forests and elsewhere to obtain wood. As you level up your axe, you'll increase the variations of wood you can acquire. Healing potion level 1 received. Well, that's nice. Consumable items like potions and balms are kept in your stove pack. If your stove pack is full, items will be held in your storehouse until you need them. Be sure to check your stove pack before venturing out. Alright, well, let's go further into the residential district, see if there's anyone else around. Doesn't seem like it for the moment. I am really digging the graphics and the soundtrack on this. Is great. Mildly annoyed that I can't seem to just talk with random townspeople that are walking around. Alright, well, back to the Great Forest for now. Yeah, I forgot to put potions in my stove pack. Learn from my mistakes, kid. Stock up before you head out. Once enemies have been slain and resources gathered, they will not be available again until you leave the dungeon. Can't find the resources you need, head back to your base and try again after a good rest. Your resource bag. A bag designed to store resources gathered in the dungeons. Once you return to the city, its contents will be transferred to your storehouse. Once your resource bag is full, you will be unable to gather any more. Remember though, you can always throw away resources you don't need. Okay, interesting. Now, I do want to take... Okay, so... Okay. I guess I don't really have anything else to do here. Alright, well, nothing else to really do then. Alright. Okay. Flying enemies will be found inside dungeons. Jumping attack are the best way to deal with them. Got a little wood. Oop, jumped too far. I only got one extra piece of wood out of that. Do. I'm back. Got what you need, I reckon. Wonderful. Finally, I can finish fixing my house. You have my things. This house has been in my family for generations. It's my most treasured possession. Don't know what I'd do if I were to lose it. My ancestors are probably rolling in the graves. You really helped me out, you know. Here, let me stamp that card for you. Thanks, CJ. You're very welcome, Priya. Yum Yum is behaving herself, I trust. Well, you're a good one. You're a good one, you are. You know, if all the adventurers are like you, even my old man might come around. Now, that was probably the old guy that we talked to. Have you got anywhere to stay while you're here? Nah, not yet. Guess I should go look for the inn. You won't find anything like an inn around here, I'm afraid. What? Then, where do all the adventurers stay? They pitched tents down by Outlander Lane. Tents? Of course. I doubt there'd be any space for another one down there now. Adventurers have been pouring in for the last few months, all looking to strike it rich. Sleeping on the streets. Didn't expect that. If it's all the same to you, we have a little house you can borrow. That is not a little house. That's a full home. It's the same size as your house. Last tenant just left. Nothing fancy, but beats sleeping rough, I'd wager. Oh, well, I don't really have any money. You saw to it that Priya and me have a roof over our heads. Least I can do is offer the same in kind. No need for money. That's extraordinarily generous. Really? Here, take the key. It's just down that hill. Have a look when you have time. Thank you. All right, got our second stamp. More XP. All right, let's see what this has to say. How are the lodgings then? Think they'll do? Of course. But is it really okay for me to stay here for free? I said as much, didn't I? Man's only as good as his word. If you don't mind, though, I'd appreciate it if you could help my father like you helped us. Your father? So, Priya's grandfather? I'm happy to help, but what with? Repairing the clock tower. Clock tower? Now, you might have noticed a fallen pillar of rubble in the plaza. That used to be our town's symbolic clock tower. Tried telling my father that we just don't have the materials to fix it, but do you think he'd listen? Say no more. You need help, I need stamps. That's all there is to it. Thanks. Also, a word to the wise. My father can be blunt, to put it lightly. I don't doubt he'll put his foot in his mouth at some stage, but I'd appreciate it if you'd just ignore him. No worries. I'm well used to dealing with old folks. Thank you. His name is Shiva. If you head to Plaza now, you'll probably find him. CJ's home away from home and base for her adventuring. Resting here for the night will recover all your strength. You can save your progress at CJ's base or at any signpost. If you are defeated in battle, you will resume the game from your last save. Autosave data will update automatically. Old Shiva's clock tower. Alright, let's mess around and probably do like one more quest and then I'll probably be wrapping up before too much longer. I need to get some lunch in me. Don't like eating on stream if I can help it, just because I get very self-conscious about how many sounds I'm making. Like, I've got a noise gate set up, but depending on what I'm eating, that may or may not actually help. Not to mention, you know, I was always taught not to talk with my mouth full, so seems like a better idea for the most part. I think this is the guy we talked to before that was like, good for nothing adventurers in my town. As if we haven't had it bad enough already. Hold on, let me get a proper voice for this guy. As if we haven't had it bad enough already. Excuse me, are you Priya's grandpa by any chance? Hmm? And if I am, what's it to a money-hungry outlander, huh? I heard you could use a hand restoring this clock tower to its former glory. Me? Hand? Oh, I see. You think you could line your pockets by taking advantage of an elderly gentleman, is that it? Well, you won't pull the wool over my eyes. Away with you! Oh, whoa. That's not it at all. Priya's dad asked me to help you out. That useless old sod. Been flapping his gums to outlanders now, has he? Outlander. Stay out of this, Outlander. No one needs help from the likes of you. This is important, isn't it? Of course it is. My ancestors built this when they first arrived in Old Navia 150 years ago. More precious treasure this town has never known. Of course it's bloody important. Old Nevia? I thought this place was called New Navia. Oh man, CJ, holy crap. Take a hint, the context is right there. Old Navia is the town our ancestors came upon. Abandoned it was, barely worth being called a town, so the story goes. So they built it up anew and called it New Nevia. This clock tower is a treasured testament to their vision for New Nevia. Pains me to see it in this state. Can't have that, can we? Lucky for you, I know a thing or two about taking care of treasures. You can keep your coin, good sir. A stamp will do just fine. Stamp? Huh. Those things Dax's girls sent around? It's risky work. Better a no-good venturer take it on than any of us. Fine, get to it. You'll need to go get great tree bough from the biggest tree in the great forest. Off you go then. How am I supposed to know which is the biggest one? Give me a hint or something. Well, it'll be the one furthest in, won't it? It's huge. Even you couldn't miss it. Further stint, huh? Okay, I'll be back. Alright. And let's just check around, make sure there's nothing else to see or do. My role-playing game instincts makes me want to keep checking back places over and over again. It's like something new, something new. Piece of candy. This is good town music. I really like this. And do I have to? Oh my gosh. That's useful. Okay, I wish I had pressed that sooner. Let's see, the plaza is the beating, bustling heart of the town with all sorts of people coming and going regularly. Stay up to date by checking the bulletin board next to the town office. Residential district. A quiet area where the townsfolk live. Rest here when you're ready to start a brand new day. Another residential area in the cradle of the surrounding mountains. Each of the acting mayor lives here. Skirts. Gateway to New Nevia. Roads beyond the gate lead to the Great Forest and the quarry. Large forest near New Nevia. Although the area is rich with wood, stone, and even food for harvesting since the monsters moved in, after the earthquake, few dare venture here. And that's where we're going. Alright. It's gonna take me a little bit to really get used to how the controls are set up down in that bottom left of my keyboard. Oh wait, okay, good. Okay, new area. Okay. Okay, you do have to be somewhat close to the items. They don't just straight up always work for you. Ooh, there are items. A little bit of money. I'm not being cautious enough. Okay, I can't get through here. Signposts can be found at key points inside dungeons to give you information about where you currently are. At signposts, you can fast travel to any previously visited area within the dungeon, and you can also save your game. Oh, 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 oh. A little bit lower on health than I would like to be. Oh, hey there. Here's our next character, I think. Looking at something? You're an adventurer too? Here for the treasure? Here for the treasure? Sure, why not? What's that then? Looks important. That's just a rock. Doesn't look like an ordinary rock, though. Wait, you haven't seen a big, huge tree in your travels, have you? Nah. Guess it's further in, then. Thanks anyway. Hold it, princess. Huh? What? The forest is crawling with monsters today. You go any deeper in, you might not come back out. Monsters? What kind of scavenger would I be if I let that put me off? Let's try to get everything I can while I'm in here. Oh. What's this? All right. Now, is there like a quick way to use? I don't know if there is a quick way to use those or not. I'm gonna have to figure that out eventually. No, not fast travel. So yeah, these are not fun sounds. Yep, this must be the one, all right. Oh, which branch looks best, huh? What the? All right, boss fight time, I guess. Cool. Menacing boss lies in wait deep inside each dungeon. Once they've been discovered, defeating them is your only means of escape. Watch closely and attack when the enemies reveal their weak point to deal major damage. Okay. Some stronger enemies, such as bosses, are protected by a shield. Until you've broken through the shield, the enemy will take no damage. Pay close attention to the enemy's shield gauge as well as their health gauge. Step bag is used to carry items such as healing potions and herbs, which you'll need as you adventure through the dungeon. If you find yourself in trouble against a strong enemy, check your step pack, see what you got. Okay. Oof. Alright, well, I found the weak point. Okay, I gotta quit letting that hit me though. Oh, come on. Alright. Okay, you could use the tab key for your stow pack. Oh! Oh, come on! Wow, that was just the worst possible timing on my part. Ugh. Like, I want to be mad at the game, but I really can't be. Oh, come on! Well, I'm about to have to do this fight over. Oh, pfft. Oof. Man. I hope once I get used to these controls, but still, jeez. Alright, we can skip that now. Once was enough. Right here should be a good spot. Ah! Oh, come on! Oh, he's doing a third time this time. Okay, there we go. I actually dodged it. I'm not completely incompetent. Nice to know. Nice. That actually worked out pretty well there. Great tree battle received. Achievement unlocked. All bark, no bite. Cute. A valuable material necessary for the development of rune lenses or rune fragments. Some resources can serve as catalysts to create a variety of runes when combined with this material. Valuable. Some items are more valuable than others. When you find a valuable in your travels, you won't be able to throw it away, but it won't take up space in your resource bag. All right. It looks like we can't get back out that way. I am going to save. And real quick, I think I'm going to walk about just because I want to see if anything respawns. But I think, like it said, things probably don't respawn until you actually fully leave the area. Yeah, it looks like that's the case. I'm glad I was able to get through that without using my potion, so I can save that for later. And the only thing I really cared to check is right here. I wanted to see if... No, doesn't look like it. Alright. We'll use the signpost to get out of here then. Alright, so we got 3 Titan Nectar, 8 Gargoyle Wing, 1 Giant Branch, which is for the quest, 8 Lumber, 2 Nuts, 1 Herb, 1 Wild Bird Egg, 10 Sugar, 7 Slime Jelly, and 1 Rune Fragment. You just keep saying that same thing. All right. Okay, then. All right, let's turn this in. I'm back. Here you go. Let me see. Yes, this will do. No doubt about it. Great tree bough. Could have warned me, you know. About the big scary monster tree that attacked me as soon as it saw me. Eh? Excuse me? The tree fiend? Would have been nice to know in advance, that's all. I'm lucky it didn't pick branches off of me. Tree fiend? Impossible. It's a sorcerer. I warned them. Warned all of them. You alright, old man? Got a moment? Not interrupting something, are we? Shiva, could you spare a few minutes? The rapacious, rather brilliant acting mayor. What was that? Nothing at all. Excuse me. Shiva, this is Goktal of Outlander Lane. I believe you have already met, but allow me to formally introduce you all the same. Dude, I like that sweet, the purple fur neck thing he's got on there. I don't know what that is. That just a sash, a shawl? What would that be called? It's sweet, though. Goktal. The smell of gold and promise of fortune drew the sagacious... Man, the vocabulary in this game. The smell of gold and promise of fortune drew the sagacious Goktal to New Nivea, where he quickly became the representative for the merchants and adventurers of Outlander Lane. I see. Sorry. I see. What brings you both here? I've got nothing to say to either of you. Shiva, I know you, and I don't see eye to eye on the... I know you and I don't see eye to eye on the Barrows. Still, I expect you to abide by my decisions. As such, I must ask that you and the other objectors stop causing trouble in Outlander Lane. The stamp card system is going a long way towards building trust between us and the Outlander. Trust? You don't even know the meaning of the word. If you had an ounce of sense in your head, you'd chase every last venturer out before it's too late. Let's all try to stay calm, shall we? What exactly are you talking about? Too late for what? Evil sorcerer's curse! He's in the Barrows, I tell you. He who suffered the wrath of the gods themselves. He was sealed for a reason. Mark my words, break that seal and it won't just be fiends you'll be up against. It'll be much, much worse than that. Now this sounds like an adventure, oh CJ. You can't put so much stock in these old fables, Shiva. Man, y'all know magic exists in this world. Don't try that. Fables, huh? So I suppose that expedition that went in beep, 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 beep. Words. Ah. Mommy moo may moo. Ah. Molly made me mash my M&Ms. Okay, now maybe I can talk. Fables, huh? So I suppose that expedition that went in were fabled to death, were they? You want our children to go through that too? This town is on the verge of a collapse. Mining is beneficial for our people and essential to New Nevia's continued existence. Exactly. And what of your precious clock tower? Surely you could use some strapping young adventurers to help rebuild it. Isn't that right, young lady? Huh? Me? Oh, well, yeah, that was the plan, sure. See? Honestly, Shiva, you embarrass yourself. Damn, Goktal, that's fucked up. That's messed up. You can't be saying that. I've got countless young folk who tell me every day just how hard they slave away for the good of this town and its residents. How long do you intend to hold out? Think of the effect it will have on your family's reputation. Jeez, Goktal. Fine. Please yourselves. Pay no mind to stubborn old men like me. Oh, wait, my stamp! Oh, give me the card. Alright, 3 stamps. 200 XP, nice. Quest cleared. In Quest 4, the cost of good manners. Yeah, let's talk to him real quick, get it out of the way. How goes the stamp collecting, CJ? Not bad, actually. Seems someone told the townsfolk to use and abuse adventurers, so they've kept me busy. They've had me catching cats, cutting trees, a particularly problematic tree in one case, so yeah, not bad. Problematic tree? What do you mean? Elaborate. Yada yada, fade to black, tell you about the tree. Tree turned fiend. I shall have to warn the townsfolk to stay away from the woods. So, Hogan wasn't exaggerating about your strength, I see. Yeah, well, when you're out of your home at 15, you either get strong or get in the ground. Haha, such spirit. This girl could surely take care of that other matter, don't you think, Isha? I suppose she could. What other matter? CJ, I would appreciate your assistance in improving relations between adventurers and the townsfolk. Oh yeah? How so? Now, with Outlander Lane having long since reached capacity, adventurers have begun squatting in the residential district. The trespassing alone would be bad enough, but there's also been reports of fires and other shenanigans. Priya's grandpa may have good reason to be upset after all. Matters are easily kept with a roof over one's head and food in one's belly. Unfortunately, this town does not yet have the resources to accommodate and feed Outland. Such, I am sympathetic to the situation, more so than most. Goktal and I have been planning to build an inn and a tavern on Outlander Lane. The locations have already been decided, as had the proprietors. I would ask you to gather materials they need, CJ. An inn and a tavern, huh? And you really think that's all it'll take to make everyone get along? Money for the town and merriment for the Outlanders, not to mention the promise of a bed at the end of a long day in the barrows. More adventurers means more artifacts. More artifacts means more revenue. Everybody wins, townsfolk and Outlander alike. Money makes the world go round, as they say. You're not wrong, I suppose. And it must be a real pain for the acting mayor here having them trespassers making trouble. Even troublemakers can change. Everyone deserves a chance to shine. People, not artifacts, are our most treasured resource. Trespassers? Treasured resource? I've heard it all now. You're an odd one, that's for sure. Is there something on my face? Say no more. I'll see to it you'll have all you need. I'm in your debt, CJ. I suggest you meet with Rajiv, the innkeeper, or how would that be? Rajiv? Rajiv? I'm gonna go with Rajiv. I like that. Oh, I'll look it up later, maybe. We'll see. I suggest you meet with Rajiv, the innkeeper. Sarita, the tavern owner, right away. And Sarita, the tavern owner, right away. They'll tell you what they need. Okay, so that's gonna be the Adventurer's Lane, or whatever they're calling it. I'm quite sure you'll find both of them around Outlander Lane as we speak. Outlander. Makes me think of Morrowind every time. Outlander, we greet you warmly. Alright, well, let's take a quick look around, and then I'm going to go ahead and wrap the stream up. Just want to make sure that I'm not missing anything that might be going on. I honestly could have came here last night. I'm thinking about it. Still nothing here, right? An isolated side street which has been allocated to recently arrived adventurers. As the face of Outlander Lane and having seen the opening of the Tavern Inn and various stores, Goktaw can often be found here. Obviously, I need to speak to this person, so let's just go for it. Excuse me, is this the tavern? How many times do I have to say it? We aren't open yet. Go on now, off you go. You won't get a drop till the place is good and ready. And spare me the puns, all right? If I have to hear people of New Neva never give up one more time. You never shut up, more like. Now, shoo, enough nonsense. All right, I like her. I'm not even old enough to drink yet. A child. Forgive me, pet. The thirst is upon those venturers, so it is. She immediately calms down. I'm sorry. Hungry, are you? I'd love to help, pet, but the cupboards are bare at the moment. Completely shifted her personality. Oh, no, thank you. I came by because the acting mayor in Goktaw asked me to help you gather materials. Oh, they did say someone would be coming to help. Wasn't expecting such a skinny little thing, though. No need to worry about me, ma'am. So, what do you need? Kitchens don't come cheap, pet. I'll need lightweight lumber to make one worth cooking in. Leave it to me. Stay safe, pet. That takes care of the tavern, then. That just leaves Rahiv at the inn. Rahiv? He's just a little further down this road. Setting up an inn is going to be a task and a half, no doubt. Thanks for the directions. I'll go help him out. I like how they got the people in like adventurer garb in this section of the town. That actually is really cool. Yeah, I know that was him. I just wanted to look over here real quick. All right. Is this the inn? Welcome, welcome. Okay. Rahiv is a friendly person, obviously. He's got that innkeeper mentality, so let's get a proper voice for him. Welcome. This is the inn, all right, or it will be, at least. Not yet, unfortunately. Unless you fancy sleeping under all that rubble. Actually, I'm not a customer, lucky enough. The mayor and that Goktaw fellow asked me to swing by and see if I could help you gather some materials. Thank my lucky stars! Do you know it's been one adventurer after another poking their heads in and giving me grief since I started setting up here. Was all set to venture out and get the goods myself, but I can't be in two places at once, can I? You sound like you're run off your feet. You can say that again. If you wouldn't mind, some heavy stone would really get me out of a bind. No worries, I'll be back before you know it. Take care, I'll be right here when you get back. When in and about the town, you can easily travel to locations that you've visited before. Simply hit the select location button and choose where you'd like to go. Oh, now it tells me about that. With that being said, it is actually time for me to go ahead, get saved, and wrap this up. Well, let's go here. You know what, let's end the day. We need to recover HP anyway.